Hi, I'm Karma, and welcome to my channel, Karma of Ominit. Today I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about how to put a video out for quite a while, and I just wanted to do a short video on it. So several people commented on my last crystal grid, things like, you're worshiping crystals and only God can save you, and those kinds of things. So I just wanted to address that just a little bit on how I feel about the whole thing. First off, if you believe that God created the earth and everything that we have here, then herbs, crystals, animals, everything that we have was made from God, and everything that we have really serves a purpose here on earth. So if I believe God made the crystals, then I believe that if there is any energy or power in those crystals, it came from the divine. It came from God. So I don't believe that I'm worshiping crystals. In fact, I believe that I'm honoring the beauty in nature, the nutrition in herbs and the healing properties, and the same thing with crystals. So one of the stories that happened to me a long time ago. My kids were growing up, and my son was having some really bad nightmares. And I was trying to think of something that I could use to comfort him. And so I got him a beautiful crystal. It wasn't selenite like this, but it was actually a quartz crystal that was clear and beautiful. And I explained to him how God had made this stone and that it had beautiful protecting energies in it. And I taught him how to hold it and think about being protected by God's light. And it really helped him with his nightmares. Well, my ex-husband caught wind that I had given him a crystal to protect him from his nightmares and such. And he kind of jumped to the same conclusions. And he called me up and he said, hey, I don't like that you're using these crystals, and it's, it strays away from what we believe and all of those kinds of things. And I said, it's interesting because I'll bet you if I gave him a teddy bear and told him that the teddy bear would protect him and to hug it and to feel warm and cozy, that he was safe, you wouldn't have said anything. But because it's a rock or a crystal, and because you know that I really enjoy a lot of those kinds of things, you automatically jump to the conclusion that we shouldn't be teaching him this. And after I talked to him for a while, he actually really saw where I was coming from, and he's like, oh, you're right. I said, we know that rocks have properties. I mean, we use diamonds to cut things, we use rubies and lasers, we do surgeries, laser surgeries and all kinds of things. So we know that the gems and herbs, and that they have different properties, scientific properties. And he kind of had to go, okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from. And he didn't have a problem with it after that. And I guess that's what I'm hoping, that maybe some of you that are feeling like maybe this takes you away from any of your religious beliefs that you might have. Hopefully this will help you to see. There are many other videos on this. A lot of them go into really big detail in the Bible, and how they used, frankincense and myrrh and different herbs, and how on the breastplate for the 12 tribes, how there were different gems of different colors, and all of those kinds of things. So there really is ample examples, even in the Bible, of using stones and using herbs for different types of sacred practices. Now let's say for just a second that the crystals have absolutely no power, no energy, nothing special at all with them. To me, when I do a crystal grid or a meditation with a crystal, it helps me to focus my intentions. And so if I kneel down and said a prayer, or I would be putting that out to God, and that's great. That's a good way to pray. But if I do a crystal grid, let's say, and I say that prayer as I'm making that crystal grid, and I put it in a place of importance, and every day I pass by that grid, And every day I remember that prayer, and I remember to try and accomplish the things that I promised I'd do to help to make that intention or that prayer come true. So to me, even if all it is just a bunch of rocks that I'm putting together, it's my special way of putting a prayer out to the world and to whoever I'm making the crystal grid for. I hope you enjoyed being with me today. If this is your first time, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and like the video and click on the bell so you get notifications of when our new videos come out. Otherwise, have a blessed day.